Hi everybody, it's Meridy here. Welcome back. And today I am here with the first process video for our Offbeat kits for the month of April 2024. And I am just going to jump right in. You can see, if you missed the unboxing video and the pictures that I'm planning to work with this month, you can see that video. I'm going to link the playlist in the description of this video. I'll also link the products in our store in the description of this video, and there'll be Amazon affiliate links for some of the tools that I use, like my trimmer and stuff like that. So check the description for links if you see anything that I'm using here that you want to know where it's from. Other than that, we will jump right in. And what I did, because this kit was just so full, this is not the whole kit, this is just a very small portion of the kit. I pulled out, I took my picture that I wanted to use, and I decided I wanted to put it, it's a picture of my son and his cousin at camp, getting dropped off at camp. And I decided that I wanted to use this paper and probably a little bit of that orange one too. So I started by just pulling out those two papers. And then I went to there's a lot of packs of embellishments that came in this kit. So I just went and pulled a few embellishments that I thought could coordinate with this, because I didn't want to have to look through, you know, 4 different packs of embellishments on camera right now. So what I pulled out was this tag and a couple of these mushrooms, and I think I want to color them because they came white in the ephemera pack. This word Explorer. Of course, they're at camp at a outdoor museum. So and I put the butterfly and the leaves in there. A couple more little tabs. I'm not sure which size of the this I wanted to, so I just grabbed both sizes out of the ephemera pack. A few more embellishments. Today is the day with a fox. Binoculars. This film strip. Let's go, and the date and the destination. New discoveries. Stay curious and fearless, and a couple more butterflies, and a little bird, and some, these were the laser cut foliage, and then a couple of the oh my goodness, what is it, acetate pieces of foliage. So I've got quite a mix of embellishments to work with there for this picture. And then I grabbed my buttons. I grabbed this paper, or ephemera rather, because I can use some of these bigger pieces to layer up behind my picture like a photo mat. And I kind of liked that. So I'm gonna pick out a couple different colors. I don't think that I want to use any more of this blue because I've got plenty of it, but I can use some of this tan in here. So yeah, and even this one is cool. Like if I just had some of the words sticking out, even though you can't tell what they say. It might be a little too busy, but who knows? We'll leave it here to work as a layer. So, and then I've got my alphabet stickers, of course, and these little puffy title stickers. Let's see, do I need any of this? Love you, do your thing. Perfect is boring, roll with it. Just us, sunny, smile, it's all good. Sweet and simple. Small joys, grow in love, the best memories, you and me. Oh, that would be cute. Dance it out, happy place, sunshine, the good life. I kind of like, it really depends what color I'm gonna need, because the you and me I really like, but I don't know if I'm gonna need green. Like, I don't know if it's gonna blend, because the green will really blend into some of these colors. So I'm gonna just keep these off to the side. I grabbed a few little just scraps of ribbon in case I need those. So I'm just gonna put these all off to the side and know that I have them coming up. So the first thing that I think I would love to do for this layout after I cut off my branding strips, let's get rid of all of this too. I'm just gonna put it right off to the side. I think I'm going to mat this paper on the orange because I really like the orange paper. It kind of pulls out the orange in their outfits. And on the other side of this orange is yellow stars, but that matches really well, but I want it to make the orange in their outfits pop. So I would prefer to mat it on the orange. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut both branding strips off my paper. And then I'm going to take my paper trimmer and I'm gonna gut the orange paper, and I'm gonna keep that branding strip because the back is patterned. And I'm also gonna keep this branding strip. So I'm gonna go ahead and gut with about, I don't wanna waste any of this paper. So I'm just gonna gut it with about 3/4 of an inch on each side. And to gut paper, you just cut inside. You don't cut all the way to the top or the bottom. You stop at about 3/4 of an inch from the top and 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. And that way you can gut the middle of the paper out just like this, because it's all gonna be covered up anyways if you left it in here. And now I can trim this map print paper down. I'm gonna trim about 1/2 of an inch off of 2 sides. And I think I'm going to trim it from this far right side and the bottom, because I really like all this right here. And I like that green little bit there. And if I trimmed it from that side, it would trim that green right off. And I really like this distressed look on the top too. So I'm gonna trim it from the right side and the bottom. Okay, and then I'm gonna keep these 2 pieces. Oh, I forgot to show you what's on the back. It's a tone-on-tone orange or yellow map, like a gold colored. So you could use that side if you wanted. So I'm gonna keep these scraps for later for another layout. Now I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this. Okay, so that is adhered down. And then when you get your Not Just for Boys kits, they do not come with white cardstock in them. But I love using white cardstock for the base of a lot of my layouts and to mat my pictures often. So I just grabbed a few sheets of white cardstock to just put here with me when I'm working through this kit. So I'm gonna grab the first piece and I'm gonna go ahead and mat this photo on the white cardstock. Alright, so I've got my picture matted on just a thin piece of white cardstock. And now I'm gonna go and try to do some matting. Okay, that one really doesn't pop very good, so I might not use that. This one probably isn't going to either, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this piece of paper down. Okay, and now I can use it and stick things in it. So I've got a small little one of these ledgers and a larger ledger. That's funny. Oh, I think I like the larger ledger. That really is making my photo be the focal point of this layout. I don't think I need this paper or this little one for behind these pictures. And I kind of like them scooted a little this way. Instead of covering up all the yellow, I like some of this yellow showing, because it's very, like what am I saying? The yellow is a nice contrast with this stack of pictures. And then I would love to put this film strip somewhere in there, maybe across the bottom to give this kind of like a backwards L shape. Okay, before I get much further with all of these embellishments, because that's really what I'm gonna do next, is just pile stuff up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and adhere all these mats down so that this whole grouping right here is just one easy piece for me to pick up, and I don't have to keep worrying about it coming apart. It's all just one solid piece. but I'm not going to adhere it to the layout yet. I'm just getting it together. Okay, great. So I've got this color frame, but it's really blending in right here. So I think I'm gonna grab the rest of my frames, because guys, when I start my videos and when I'm pulling all these little things to match to kind of narrow down what I'm using, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with my layout. Like, there is no design plan in mind. Like, for instance, I will probably use the sketch of the month this month, but I haven't even designed the sketch of the month for this month yet. So I've already kind of taken all my pictures and grouped them with little embellishments like this and have no idea what the design is going to be. So this is like a very fluid process here, and I do not have a ton of pre-planning design elements. And I do pre-plan, you know, by pulling out all the embellishments that I think match. But the actual design of the page, it's whatever I'm doing when I sit down with my camera here. So those aren't matching because apparently I have already pulled that blue frame out for another layout. And I am actually gonna see if I can find it. See, I've got some stuff in this one, but I don't want this color either. I'm just gonna try to find it in my other packs of pictures. All right, what I've done here is I had this color film strip pulled for this page, and I had this color pulled for another page, and I kind of like that color better than this color, I think, but it looks kind of giant and big, and these kind of look too small. I don't like those. And honestly, I'm thinking once I start getting all these other embellishments in this blue and green color on my layout, I'm thinking I might like the this color, because it might need some of that tan and neutral. So I think I'm gonna leave it how I have it. I've got these in case I need them, but I think I'm gonna leave this here because I feel like I can put other things here. But this is looking really long to me, so I'm gonna cut off the last section right here. And this looks a little bit better to me. And maybe I'll put that up there or up here. Oh, I kind of like it up here. So maybe I can get an embellishment cluster up there to kind of go with that, because it brings that element up there. So next I am just going to start placing things. I have no rhyme or reason where they're going. And then I kind of do like them a little bit across from each other. On the diagonal there. I love these little fine, what are they called? The laser cuts. They're so nice and fine. I just like them. I'm thinking I might do something up there with that third piece of greenery. And then, let's see. I might switch this one. Get those like that. Okay, kind of like those at the two corners and that one up there. Possibly that little tag, I'm not sure. And I'm just gonna add things in, and I'm not overthinking this right now, guys. I'm just setting them down wherever. I can go back in and move things around in just a minute after I get everything. And I really like some of these things, so I really want to include a lot of them on my layout. So it might look kind of busy at first because I'm kind of overzealous with all of the things. I don't like that circle up there though. And then some butterflies. I really love this Explorer. But I really want it to show up, and it shows up good on that white. Oh, I've still got a lot of things here, guys. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to put them all on, because this is a lot. Stay curious. Fearless. I might not be able to include that fearless. Let's see. We've got to get the binoculars on here because this is camp. So it's kind of perfect for binoculars. And it's a camp at a museum where there's all kinds of desert animals. It's literally called the Desert Museum. I really love these mushrooms, and it could add a little splash of color wherever I decide to put one. But I haven't decided to put them yet anywhere. Let's see. I like the way this is looking. I think I could put a mushroom up there. And imagine that these aren't going to be white. I'm going to ink them. This is getting too much clutter down here. And I wish these were going, like, looking into my picture instead of looking off the page. So I might need them to be over there, but that looks strange. Nope, there's too many black pieces here. Maybe this black butterfly is throwing me off because it's pretty big. I wonder if I could put two over here close together. Maybe under the layout or under the stack of pictures, it gets completely lost. So that's not a good idea. Oh, I'm starting to move things. I don't think I need these other two. I don't need that bird and I don't need that fearless. But I like this cluster a lot. And I'm liking this. And then I still have my my alphabet stickers, and I think I want to just say camp because I don't need a lot of more words on this. That will be even more distracting. So I think I'm just gonna put camp in capital letters. And I'll use my little ruler tool to line it up. And the reason why I'm using capital letters is because, well, first of all, there's a lot on this page, so I feel like I need the capital letters so it shows up. But second of all, I feel like I usually like lowercase titles. So for longer titles on other layouts, I want to save my lowercase letters. Explore camp. I kind of like it up there. I don't know. Okay, let me start by getting these other things down. I'm going to start in the back, and I'm just going to start adhering down layer by layer, starting with the back layer. I am going to pop a few things up on foam tape, such as this tag right here, and probably this butterfly, this new discoveries, and this butterfly. Other than that, everything else I'm going to adhere flat onto my layout, but I am not going to sit here and make you watch all of that. So I'm going to go off camera to get all these layers adhered, and I will be right back. All right, I've got most everything adhered down. These butterflies are giving me a little problems. Like, I feel like that one is just way too big. So I went and found another one, which is kind of too small. So then I went and found an acetate one, which is the same size as the other one. I don't know. Seeing maybe it will look good underneath. No, that looks ridiculous. Maybe this little one will look good down here. Okay, well, I'm moving on from that for just a moment. I am going to get the rest of the things adhered. I wanted to do some of it on camera so you could see what I was thinking. So the word camp, I think, is just going to be great right here. And I want the P from the word explore to go right down between the C and the A. You'll see what I mean right now. So the part of the P that goes below the line is between the C and the A, because I didn't want to lose that part of the P and make it look like a letter that you couldn't recognize because the bottom was covered up. And let's see. Oh yes, I didn't color the mushroom because, or nor did I adhere it, because I wanted to do that on camera for you. And I got out my buttons in case I want to use them. I'm not going to use any of those little pieces. And I got out my puffy title stickers from Making the Best of It Pink Fresh here. So the You and Me is right here, and it's on green, and it's just really gonna blend in. I could use some of these other words if I want it. Sunshine, sunny, smile. I really like the word memories. We'll cut the word memories out and see if I want to add that, but I'm not sure. It might just be overkill on this layout. Like, there's already a lot going on here. There's a lot of details. The paper that is, you know, the base of the paper is fairly busy. So I'm not sure that we're going to need that. And I'm not sure if we're going to need the buttons either. I'm not going to use the buttons right now. Oh, but I did want to take a little tiny piece of this trim and see if I could get it. Nope, I'm not. Maybe right here, sticking out from under the picture. Because I thought that would look really cool with a little trim right there, just barely like an inch or two. I think I am gonna do that. So I'm gonna cut off like 3 inches of the trim, and I'm going to somehow get it on here. Okay, so to adhere the trim down, I'm going to use Eileen's tacky glue, because I like using that with anything fabric or wood on my layouts. And I'm just gonna get that right under there. Because it, the tacky glue holds that porous fabric or wood really well, and it dries really quickly. So that's why I like using that. I'm gonna make sure this is straight. I just like to add that little bit of texture in there. I think it looks good. Okay, and now I can adhere this butterfly, and although it's on vellum, I'm just using regular adhesive because it's so dark you can't see through it. And this little moth right here, I'm gonna fold it. I'm only gonna put adhesive right down the body, and I'm gonna put 2 tiny pieces of foam tape on the wings. So it kind of, I did the same thing up here. So it kind of elevates the wings and makes it look like it's kind of flapping its wings. Okay, if you can see, it kind of, I don't know how easy this is to see on camera, but that one and this one both have a little bit of dimension to them. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and color this. And I'm just gonna color it using my ink pads because they're here and they're easily accessible. And I've got a variety of colors. I wonder if I should color it orange, just to bring a little bit of orange into this layout from the edges and stuff. These are all the ink pads that I thought coordinated well with this kit. Not necessarily all well with this paper right here, but let's see. So let me get a little scrap of paper. Okay, I'm gonna alter it orange to see if I could put a little piece of orange in there, or if it's gonna be really distracting. It might be really, really distracting. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's kind of too distracting. I don't think I want to do that. How about like this golden color? Let's see. I'm gonna just go with the crushed olive because that's what I have in front of me. Yeah, that was way too distracting for me. Yeah, that could go pretty good. I think I like it maybe not quite that yellow. Let's try one more color. Vintage photo, let's try that. Because that yellow is a little bright. And obviously I could go get another color ink pad if I need to. That's more of this gold color. But let's see. That color looks pretty good. I think I'll stick with the vintage photo. So in order to color this little guy, I'm gonna color the top with vintage photo and the stem with scorched timber, I think. And I'm just gonna get my little brushes. I know that I could use a markers or something else for this, but I'm just gonna quickly do this with my tiny little brushes. Okay, that'll look great up there. Yep, let me get all these things put away. Okay, last but not least, everything's on there. Do I need the word memories? I just really love it. I think I need to include it. Maybe it should be down there. Okay, so I do want to include it. I'm going to, it comes in 2 pieces. I'm gonna add a little extra adhesive to the back of that. And then guys, after I get this word memories down, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this layout. If you were inspired by this video and this layout to either use your Offbeat kit or, you know, to use your stash to create a layout, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group. That will be linked in the description of this video as well. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's all that I can think of. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you liked how this layout came together and watching this video. And I'll be back in a few days with the second process video using the Powerhouse kits. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.